यो जर्सी चेन्ज गर्ने हो र
गर्दैन भन्नु गर पोटी आफैसँग पलास्टिक कटिसक्यो होला हजुर अलि छोरा मान्छे उके
गाइज अनि अर्को कुरा चाहिँ यो जर्सी मैले जबदेखि लिएर आएको छु नि होइन तबदेखि मैले यो जर्सी लाएर गर्दाखेरि अर्जेन्टिनाले यस्तो जित्न गाह्रो भयो ड्र खेलेर जब मैले यो जर्सी फुकालेर त्यो मेरो पहिलाको निलो जर्सी लाएको छु नि त्यति बेला चाहिँ अर्जेन्टिनाले गोल हानेर जिताएको त्यही भएर अब फर्स्ट हाफ मैले यो जर्सी लाएँ 0-0 भयो अब चाहिँ यो जर्सी मैले मेरो बहिनीलाई हस्तान्तरण गरेर मेरो लक्की जर्सी ल सेकेन्ड हाफ स्टार्ट हुन लाग्यो
आधा अलि जित्छ अनि पारमा आधा आएको यस्तो
ल all set semi-final को second round
the centre spot. Waiting for the whistle, which didn't happen last time. Belly, light, Argentina penalty, at least on the edge from Pickford towards Kane. Nice touch from Messi.
Oh yeah,
Alvarez.
Yeah, just saying, Martin. Just before half time, I think England, with Rice and Anderson and Bellingham, I think they can perhaps dominate a little bit more of the ball rather than sitting waiting for the turnover and then attacking from there, which look, they've used very well in the tournament. They've been very dangerous from that sort of situation, but I just think they can dominate. Perhaps McAllister and this man Paredes played very well. Be very interesting. Paredes, he likes to commit to challenges. He gets a yellow card. It drastically alters his game.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because he's all about intimidation and threatening people in the football way, in the right way. That's what he does particularly well. If he's on a card, you cannot do that.
Anderson has the same problem. He has the problem.
He does.
Paredes doesn't have it yet.
Correct. Anderson has got to be careful. He'll want to get close to Enzo Fernandez and others around him in there. But you know, you put one foot out of place, you trip someone up, you're on a yellow card, you could be making that wrong walk to the dressing room, put the whole thing at risk.
It's a nice little...
Alvarez.
Gets some shot in Pickford has to make the save. Great save.
कता काटे होला फेरि
Near post.
Alvarez
Worst angle. Just, that was reflected by the ball. But, just kicked off and got the ball.
Wasn't sure it was a corner, but Argentina appealed for it, and then he just pointed to the corner. But great play from Julian Alvarez. I mean, such a tight angle, he's going to take something incredible from there, but
No, I think isn't a corner. It should be given as a goal kick. That's the new VAR point of reference. But a corner it is. So something was detected. Mindful of the side, tossed into the box. Now by Messi from a different angle.
इङ्ग्ल्यान्ड कि भिन्ल्यान्ड आएर भनेको थिएँ कि अनि त
Still wide by Bellingham.
आज कि भिन्छु कि सुन्न
Offside, offside, offside.
And now Messi. Broke for Messi. There's no flag and
Oi, man, Salah.
ल जान जान दखल
साले खाते बेलिङमा
मलाई बेलिङमा मन
yeah, short in either capacity.
मेजर हेर्ने
That challenge from Paredes. Look at Messi. He
Offside runs fine, fine.
He is onside.
अस्ति कि म बस्नु
Excellent work, Jude Bellingham again.
फ्रान्स त्यस्तो फ्रान्स बेस हुन्थ्यो अनि फ्रान्स त खत्तम हो जुन बेलिङम
There
बाल्ने
is a stat floating around and there are plenty of moments to look up that
हार्छ कि
Messi walked for 47% of the time he's been on the pitch.
नगराउने टेन्सन आएर इङ्ल्यान्ड हार्छ भन्दै
With somebody
भन्नु भएन
who's not seen as a strolling player really, to see what the mean is. Everybody walks at some time. But he does pick his moments. That's the point that it makes, really.
And the other 53%, I mean, he's normally doing something pretty useful.
The work of a genius. Yeah. Here's Gordon. Stopped by Romero, but England have got in behind the Spurs centre-back. But the Spurs full-back, Jed Spence.
You know, a couple of times in the first half, Jed Spence, when he went at Molina, he went past him quite straightforward. And again there, England full-back, heading for the dead ball line, and Molina struggling to cope.
Bellingham nearly got there, might still. Simeone, it's a wayward one in a dangerous area. Gordon. Anderson, under pressure from the willing Alvarez. Gay, all back for Argentina. And in deep for England. Rogers worked hard to get it in. Ignored, he could have played it to Reece James, who's going to get a touch here. No foul.
That's good play, Telly. That's a risky ball.
Oh, nice, Romero.
Great footwork there, because that was a really risky one played to him, under pressure in his own box.
That was the only way he could get out of trouble, and he did it superbly. And the ball forward, trying to bring Simeone into play.
फेरि कार्ड खायो
For Romero.
रोमेरो
After an excellent piece of play, finds himself in trouble.
छोड्दैन त्यही प्यारेड छ त यार
I think they sense that, particularly when Bellingham picks the ball up. Is that tremendous bit of footwork under significant threat there. Christian Romero, really good play, but seconds later, he gets a yellow, and for someone like him as well, that can be tricky. Him on a yellow card because he likes to. He wants to go and win it. Just might have to take a breath and pause now.
All I can say is that plenty of practice playing with a yellow card hanging over him. But here's Gordon, England looking lively.
गोल हाने बित्तिकै त्यही घुम्दा फिर्दा त्यही 2 मिनेट जान्छ होला उफ्रिँदा उफ्रिँदा
We do feel that Argentina are reasonably happy defending deep. Keeps the speed that England have out of contention, really. And when they're pushed up to the halfway line, as they are now, England could get away. But Simeone,
Romero's just hit the floor. I think in a situation with Jude Bellingham. Jude Spence as well.
Simeone committed the most fouls of any Argentine player in the first half, 5. Like father, like son.
Like father, like son.
के गरेको ल उयो
There's no doubt about that. He likes to be in the thick of it.
ध्यान बेला पनि आउट गर्नु पर्ने कि रेड कार्ड दिनु
That's a good selection. in terms of
त्यही असली
the sort
आमा
of England
भेट्ने
speed.
छ
But Spence is quicker than him. He's quicker than anybody today.
हान्न सकेन गोल अनि पेनाल्टी
So
दिँदा पनि
credit
हार्नु हजुर
the England choice as well from Thomas Tuchel. Here's Alvarez though.
कसलाई दिएको थियो र पेनाल्टी
Hasn't always been in the team in his tournaments. Second to
कति बेला
Taro
अनि त्यसले
Martinez
मिस
at the
हानेको होइन
start,
नि कस्तो
as he did in 2022.
एउटा
He
पेनाल्टी
worked his
दिएको
way
थियो पेनाल्टी बाँकी तिनीहरूले
dispensable
अनि
category.
पेनाल्टीमा त एम्बापेले
Messi.
गोलै हान्न के मिस हान्थ्यो
अगाडि
स्पेन भर्सेस उसमा
Simeone
कति बेला पाए
5 मिनट अलो
flashes it across.
स्पेन भर्सेस फ्रान्समा पेनाल्टी भएको थियो फ्रान्सले
खै पेनाल्टी कि फ्री किक होला
फ्री किक हो
Martinez.
फ्री किक होला
गाडीहरू बुझेर काटेन
A yellow card from the first
स्पेनले
half.
पा हो त फर्स्टमा ए स्पेनले पा हो त फर्स्टमा अनि हानेको
Simeone.
एक गोल त्यही त भयो टर्न दक्षिण आउटमाथि पनि हाने
Paredes. Oh, really drilled that across.
I think he almost wanted to kind of fade that one a little bit with the outside of his boot, hit it hard, and
यो त
see if somebody could
हेर्नु
potentially get on the end of that.
Here,
God,
of course,
that's
will
not
preside over the final. Gianni Infantino wondering, like we all are, who Spain will meet. Against England, of course, the rerun of the Euro 2024 final 2 years ago, which, oh yes, Alba has been in great form here, scored the winning goal right at the end.
They make it as good a team performance yesterday.
Yeah,
Mark.
90 minutes ago.
That French team, as we've seen from any team, they were terrific.
Kane saw the run of Rodgers, couldn't quite find it, but there's a back up here. Rodgers is cross, Gordon.
कस्तो जान्छु
Right place, right time. England lead in the
तर यहाँ एक
semi-final.
हामीले अब कमब्याक हान्छ नि त खतै
म हाल्छु एक डिफेन्स
The world champions are on the ropes.
लागिरहेको थियो यतिखेर झुरिरहेर लागिरहेको थियो त्यो जस्टिन बिबर होइन
I mentioned about
David Beckham.
space, and we're starting to see a little bit more of it appear. Harry
You
Kane
offside,
serves it
no?
forward. Tagliafico does well. Now look, Declan Rice
Offside,
first
wasn't
time. Great ball out to Rodgers. Watch Anthony Gordon at the bottom of the screen. Molina doesn't know whether he's running around the front of him or coming round the back of him. He chooses the latter and he controls that finish absolutely perfectly. Eyes on the ball, pick it up off that fast surface and just guide it past Martinez, who has no chance whatsoever with that. It's a brilliant England goal.
In a flash. Gordon. 1-0 England.
के गर्ने बार्साको प्लेयर हो
But the point we were saying, when Argentina sit back deep, they can defend. But when they push up,
Yeah,
England break with pace and break through.
very important there. You've seen a player going down the right side, Martin, looking a dangerous ball in. And the player on the opposite side of the field looking to get inside that back post.
यसँग रहेछ के
If
भन्नु
you get in there and make a fast run, defenders square and a bit static as Molina was, then you can punish them. And Anthony Gordon could not have timed that any better. It was perfect.
गाडीको हाल्नु मैले गोल हाल्नु भनेको कि अब याद हुनु त्यो जिराको काट्नु
England led in the last World Cup semi-final against Croatia.
के गरेको फेरि खायो
They
अब
could double their money here. Well, Kane couldn't take it on.
खाइरहन मन लाग्छ चाहिँ
Argentina
यिनीहरूलाई
rattled. Well, Messi isn't. And here's
सिमियोने
a
सिमियोने 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 पेनाल्टी
transmit tackle from Jeff Spence in
होइन
that.
पेनाल्टी
के गर्यो ओए के गर्यो रे यसले
सेलिब्रेट गरेको नि ट्याकल हो
Talk about his speed. There he is again.
What a tackle that is. The
त्यस्तो
silver
झन्
ball is
कस्तो
there.
कोही छैन के
And maybe get Argentina back in the game. You get that wrong, you're conceding a penalty,
No.
maybe even getting a red.
यो नल
Jed Spence there, that's a proper challenge, that.
अलबारेज
Corner for
He's
Argentina.
Alvarez.
Who certainly won't
Alvarez.
take considering the
Alvarez.
opening goal line down.
छिटो
In by Messi again, defended by Kane.
मलाई कस्तो कस्तो भयो त्यहाँ
Martin, when
हेर्नु
Argentina were 2 down against Egypt, they produced their best attack in football. What I've seen in the competition, they had to go for it, and they really did go for it, and found a way and got back in the game and eventually won it. So England know here that they're going to have to defend
Messi,
very well because
Messi.
this team in blue are going to keep pouring
प्रेममा
forward.
लामो
मेसी टिम नछोड्दा त टिम फास्ट खेल्न नै सानो
Martinez.
त्यत्रो भेटायो त्यहाँ
लौतारो काम गई लौतारो ल्याउँछ
इन्जियो
What England have and what Argentina know, because they've just experienced this, is that pace on the break.
मेकालिस्टर
And
17
losing
नम्बर
possession when you're seeking an opening here could be very costly. There's a
फालेको होला
ball that judges well enough.
किर गयो कि त्यहाँ मलाई पाल सारेर खाएको
And, yeah, how much was left on him.
त्यो डर त कालो हर्छ नाच्ने है
Great ball, Morgan Rogers, brilliant ball in. Anthony Gordon.
Mona
does a
के
really
हेरेर
well
बसेको
exactly
यार
where he is, and the first time that Molina saw Anthony Gordon, he was putting it in the net.
जाऊ जाऊ
England present delighting England past.
मैले मान्छे हालिदिनु भएको यही गर्छ
त्यताको सिनै छुट्टै है
Not the first time he's scored. Last Emi Martinez.
मेसी मेसी मेसी
मेसी अहिले के न के गरिदिन्छ
So long.
हान्नु दिने 9 गोल त बनाउनु दिए 10 गोल बनाउनु दिए त
Alistair.
सालाहरु
Argentina
के
fighting
हुँदैन
to their
त्यहाँ
ground.
एक हाम्रो जस्तो पनि हाल्दैछु
Very nearly got caught where he shouldn't get caught. Game on. Messi.
के रे तर पानी पुग्यो
Paredes.
मलाई हेर त्यो हेर
Argentina.
जति चुना भोलि रिजल्ट हाइलाइट
Simeone. With a true by Tagliafico here. He's wasted no time in doing that. Fernandez. Molina, who got caught out.
लसन
Gordon's
आइसक्यो 30
starting run
मिनेट
for the goal.
30 मिनेट बाँकी भयो भने 30 गोल ठ्याक्कै टिटर ड्याङ ड्याङ ड्याङ
Romero. Fernandez.
It's a waste. England will be happy if people are going to take shots from that sort of difference. Look, I know Enzo Fernandez can hit them well, but that's exactly what you want if you're an England player. And that sort of angle, anything hit, you'd expect Jordan Pickford to be a match for it.
And so far, compliments to Thomas Tuchel. Morgan Rogers in the team.
Yes, indeed.
And Jed Spence defending superbly as well. Rogers, clearly Gordon timed his run to perfection.
आइस भने त खालि तिरेर मात्रै हुन्छ कि
But we don't become world champions without having bags of fight, as well as tons of ability.
पकाएर खाऊ फेरि
As Andy quite rightly said, the comeback against Egypt was the epitome of
आउँछन् सुत्न
the team refusing to give up on the tournament that they
Loves-
lost 4 years ago.
Loves
3.5 years to be
यस्तो
technically
गरेर
correct.
हाल्छ नि सानो
Messi was the star of that.
मेसी
One of the stars of this, but not the only one. All rat-a-tat of passes. Enzo Fernandez.
सेतोहरू कति छ पक्कै
McAllister.
हाम्रो चाहिँ ब्लू कलर भइरहेको
Sandro Martinez.
आज अर्को जस्तो लाग्यो
Look
यस्तो
at those white
लाग्यो
shirts, Martin.
ऊ त्यो
That's the edge of that
Don't miss
18-yard
that.
box.
व्हाइट कलरको
Shown already in the tournament, particularly against Mexico when they were down to 10. But they can stand there and happily deal with crosses. It's just that little one touch and that inventiveness that Messi provides. And that be the spark that finally finds a way through.
तिमीहरू नबोला हो गरे
Paredes. Alvarez. All the way through.
भाइ यसको आएको चाहिँ गर्नु म धुपाले मेरो फेरि सही भन्छ
I wonder when Dan Burn might be summoned. He's got England across the line the last couple of games. Giant defender from Newcastle. Spence, well, I miscalculated with that one, but knocked out by James's header. This is where England can break and want to break. Keep Argentina honest at the back.
Yeah, subs getting warmed up the legs, Martin. Imminent change for Argentina.
I think Lautaro Martinez might be high on that list. Good idea. Take it through quickly.
नखान्छ
And he didn't hear the whistle.
रेफ्री
They're wasting no time. Nico Gonzalez for Paredes.
को 24 मिनट
Definite switch in emphasis.
Yeah, they've been in now. They can't get back into the game without risking that midfield area. They certainly do that. Paredes actually, I thought, was particularly good today. He played well in that particular part of the field, but they'll miss him. More responsibility now on this man, Enzo Fernandez. But they'll be looking for Nico Gonzalez, who's a good runner. Wants to, every time he gets the ball, he wants to travel with it into any space in front of him.
He's gone out left.
आस्तो छ सेतो हेर्नु बाबुलाई आस्तो झपक्कै झपक्कै
Well, England know Enzo Fernandez's game inside out. They know they can run past him.
No one in the box.
Messi. It's a clever one. And Gonzalez makes a contribution straight away coming round the back. It goes out off McAllister. It's a little bit more awkward for England.
Yeah, great ball from Messi. Nico Gonzalez, yeah. Good introduction to the game, doing exactly the right thing, heading it back. Look at John Stones there. What a great defensive header that is.
Tagliafico, who is that kind of fullback who will arrive if a goal. Well, England have the goal. And a good one too. Gay. Spence. Argentina have to moderate to some extent their desire to go all out attack because England can score again. And Rice has great hands by Martinez. Bellingham coming in. The distribution is let down. It's not a foul. Rice. Kane. Well, he let fly. Tries to. Martinez will prevent the corner. Enzo Fernandez who was caught.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was a foul either, Martin. I agree with you. I think the ball just got caught under his feet.
That is a foul. Tagliafico by Rodgers.
But that's going to be an opportunity for England to add to the one they have. They are going to have an opportunity when they win possession to release someone in space now.
Messi. It's played for Gonzalez. Slightly more desperately defending for England. First with the Stones header, which was very good, and Rice's clearance, which wasn't quite so solid. Corner.
Tracking back towards the centre, it's difficult that when you're running back up, particularly at pace. Hard to adjust it to get it to where you want it to go, and Declan Rice just skying that one out for a corner.
Zanetti there, who scored in that 98 game when Beckham was sent off from a wonderfully won set piece for Argentina.
नगराउन प्रिया
It's nail biting on both sides. Argentina caught. You were Thomas Tuchel, you were thinking, well, they shouldn't hurt us from corners.
No, it's only with really Romero is their biggest threat, you feel. I mean, we've seen Alexis McAllister in the tournament pop up when he runs across the near post, Martin, to try and get that first contact, that first flick.
He's certainly done it in England in the Premier League for Brighton and for Liverpool. And it goes. You can deal with it.
सबैजनाभित्र खोजिन्छ
Taken down by Molina. Messi. That's a brilliant ball. Sensational save from Pickford.
युएसए भनेर
What a cross from Messi. That was absolutely on the money. Could not have delivered that any faster, any harder, any better. Brilliant header. And Jordan Pickford. Because sometimes they can be very awkward, particularly at pace when they're right by your feet. That's some save.
And as Nico Gonzalez has made a quick impact. And Jordan Pickford been saving in episodes like that where he's not been, if you like, the favourite to keep it out game after game after game. There's no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
Well, I get that.
He's heading for the goal now. Whoa! Stylish as it gets. What a brilliant...
Sorry, all the
Proton EMS 5. The duty is indoor 125 race XP. Please smart.
Real fruits mathematical, real juice, cheat code, real swap.
YY Classic, Uhiswa, Uhiya.
तपाईले चाहेका सामान किन्न अब सोध्नै पर्दैन MAW हायर पर्चेज
Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
विशालको पाइप लिक प्रुफ अनि साक्षीकै बलियो
Proton EMS 5. Uhi celebration, har ek generation. Insta TV.
Real fruits mathematical, real juice, cheat code, real swap.
There's no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola. Team. And the change involves the goal scorer going off. Ezri Konsa, who was left out within the team. John Stones is just shrugging his shoulders saying, what do you want to do now? What's happening here? Is Reece James playing midfield maybe? But
Paul
first of all, we've got to tell you about a raft of changes. Montiel is a right back. De Paul, we know, plays wide right. Otamendi plays in the middle of the back. They're not going for youth here. Montiel actually scored the penalty that won the World Cup in the shootout against France in Qatar 2022. Otamendi's played for decades.
Yeah, lots of changes for both teams. We'll see exactly how they're shaping up over this next minute or two, but no time to wait.
Rice goes in. Argentina with the throw. His opposite number now is on the pitch, Montiel. A very short spell in England with Nottingham Forest, not very successful. He's known, should we say, known to the opposition. Messi. Spence is there. Alvarez. Fico coming up in support. Gonzalez going defenders away. Messi. Montiel in a great crossing position here. England had numbers back, not necessarily all in the right place.
Clever little delivery that from Montiel. It was Alexis McAllister. One of the smaller guys in that 18-yard box, but he made a really nice run. Just the cross just beat him.
Here's DePaul. Romero. Magnifico. Montiel again. And then on defensive duty. And to sustain the discipline. It's the team desperate to unhinge the organisation.
Alvarez.
Montiel.
त्यसै अलवारेज रे
This is still
Alvarez 9 number
digging
हैन त्यो
deeper.
त्यो 4 नम्बर हो
ए म त 9 number भन्दा Alvarez भन्ने
बिचमा हुँदैन
DePaul. It's a good
Wait,
cross.
Wow.
बिहारले धुपले थोरै बाल्ने क्या
England a whisker away from losing the lead. Argentina redoubling their efforts. DePaul. It's another cross coming in here from Montiel. Kane tries to alleviate the pressure unsuccessfully. Alvarez. Montiel still waiting on the right. He's made an impact already at right back, the substitute. In from DePaul.
Wait, के हो र
When it did bobble away, McAllister was entitled to have a go.
He is entitled, yeah. Well, the first header from Alexis McAllister. I mean, if it's 6 inches inside that post, it flies in the back of the net. It was a brilliant ball in from Rodrigo DePaul, and
एघाने नि हुन्छ भए दुई
he's good at that. Very, very clever at that. And he got on the end of it.
मेरो प्रेसर लो
Absolutely
भइसक्यो
exquisite timing. Watch this.
लुज मगाउनु
He's
लाग्यो
totally unmarked. It's another 6 inches inside that. Less than that even. It goes in. Very, very unlucky.
The challenge is coming to the team who are leading. DePaul. Otamendi.
किन नबोला हो त
Messi. Montiel. This time he doesn't cross it. DePaul with that beautiful ball in. Paul McAllister. Fernandez. Messi. Here's Gonzalez. Well, they're winning balls in the air, and England are surviving just about.
He's got to score there. That's an
Some game मेरो
unbelievable
हात
pass
पुऱ्याउनु
from
त
Messi. It's a
अलिकति
great run from Gonzalez. Flag up anyway, actually. Watch that blunder at the top of the screen. Oh, I tell you what, it's a tight call. It's a very, very tight call. But having got his head on the end of that, he's got to try and loop that over Jordan Pickford into the far post.
Still a good 15 minutes to go.
Since their goal, England haven't really had a kick.
There was 2.5 minutes that after the goal where Spence made that wonderful recovering tackle. And Argentina have been put on the gas pretty much since then. And here it comes again.
저 앞에
Challenge that as we
너가
come
그
to
이라는 말이
A real top and change the right back job for England in this tournament. Messi trying to
Kim
get
Kim
out
Hazard.
again.
어스트리아 갈래
This is what England want, the counter attack. And Bellingham
अर्को खायो भने त सक्यो
up with him. But it's Rodgers rather. Rodgers going for goal. And in a position where he's probably a bit more comfortable, but he made the goal from the right, didn't he?
Oh, he certainly did. He did it brilliantly off the other side, but he's good in that position. It was Messi that was looking for the foul, didn't get it. And I think that will happen again, Martin. That sort of situation for England will present itself once more. I'm pretty sure of that. They've just got to make sure they try and keep Argentina out this end.
Alvarez. Messi. The movement in the box that England have got to deal with it. No good having a lot of tall players if you can't stick tight to your man when the crosses come in. And as Andy so rightly said, Alexis McAllister is very good, making beautifully timed late runs. Just waiting on the edge of the area again. Static this time. Appreciating the cross might not come for a moment or two anyway. It's with a bit of retrieving by Enzo Fernandez. Tagliafico. Lautaro Martinez is getting ready to come on. Montiel. Rodrigo de Paul. Fernandez. Messi. Squirming. And comes round the back to Rodrigo de Paul. Dangerous play, not seen so. Is it a foul there? It is. Gonzalez on Kane. Martinez comes on for Tagliafico. Striker for the left back. He needs must for Argentina.
They're going around now. Of course they are. Some really great defending back there from England, but they're having to because Argentina are really testing them. They are. They're putting some wonderful crosses into that box. Montiel has crossed it more times than anybody else in the game. He's only been on for 10 minutes. There's that one coming in there from Tagliafico, just evading Alexis McAllister. Great touch there, Martin, wasn't it? And misses the foul.
With rejection, I'm not quite sure whether it's something.
आज लौतारोले गोल हान्दियो होइन
Should it be the final?
मेरो लागि मेसी पछि लौतारो भयो होला
Fake remark. Well, I apologise for that. So it is time for Dan Burn.
Not surprised at all because of the amount of crosses that Argentina are putting in the box. Looks like he's just walking on, holding that right leg a little bit tenderly there, Reece James.
And another tall player.
Correct.
Nico O'Reilly. Declan Rice, I think, is being shepherded off. Because we have these substitution rules that I don't think have really been enforced, that you to go off very rapidly. When players are tired, it's ridiculous to try and enforce it. But I think generally it was a point where people were wasting time. Rice has given his all. O'Reilly of Manchester City is on.
Interesting one, Martin. Elliot Anderson on a yellow card. And I know that Declan Rice has had a few issues, hasn't he, with illness, etc.
Time is the friend of England, the enemy of Argentina. But there's still plenty of it to alter the face of this semi-final. So far as a smiling face for the European nation. Messi,
Messi, Messi, Messi, Messi.
the ball. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Rodrigo the ball.
Rodrigo Depaul.
Did too much. What a sprint from Messi did enough. O'Reilly was only half a yard away from winning that and getting England into Argentina territory. Gonzalez. De Paul. Messi. Yeah, neither one thing or the other. Unfortunate from Argentina's point of view and the skippers.
Last 7 minutes to witness the GOAT, Lionel Messi.
Checking it out on the big screen.
Yeah, he's just on the hooks, yeah, to see how much he overclocked that one. Just a jump, yeah, just a bit too much. You're right, Martin, what you said in terms of Nico O'Reilly coming on along with Dan Burn, the height that England have got now.
Argentina are not finished. Fernandez was a fair way out. Needed an intervention from the fingertips of Jordan Pickford.
Yeah, good strike, straight at Jordan Pickford. That's one that he's always going to get. Probably always thought it might be just going over the bar, but has to make sure.
But these short corners
Messi,
more
Messi,
often than
Messi.
not as he gets into the penalty area.
Goal! Enzo Fernandez! English media! English media, English pundit, where are you now? Vamos!
Is this going to be offside? Messi offside when he receives that again. That's a big call. He might be, you know.
Yet another assist from the GOAT.
Is unbelievable, but I wonder.
मेरो शरीर गलेर
He's got his hand to his ear. So as we assess the spectacular before, looks as though it's a goal given.
सब मेसीको सेलिब्रेसन हाने
Is it shades of 2018 for England?
नेदरल्यान्डसँग हान्थ्यो कि यस्तो गरेर
Croatia came back to win 2-1. It's the responsive champions.
पराउने इनर्जी पनि छैन क्या
Exactly the same as they did when they
हाम्रो
were
अर्जेन्टिनाको लास्ट मोमेन्टमा कसैले बिट गर्न सक्दैन
then they showed
अब इङ्ल्यान्ड चढ्न थाल्यो क्या
and that's a wonderful strike that is from Enzo Fernandez. Top draw.
तीन भए 3-1 हुन्छ मैले प्लेट गरेको त्यही हो
मैले 3-2 जति गरेँ थिएँ
Lionel Messi,
3-1
the
त हुन्छ
goal
हुन्छ
or assist. World Cup games.
यही गेम हो क्या मेरो लागि फाइनल यो जितेपछि सक्यो
Here's amazing. Argentina.
अब 19मा छ फ्रान्स र अब कसको हुन्छ
England
फर्स्ट लागि हुन्छ
Yeah.
towards New York.
थर्ड पोजिसनको लागि नि हुन्छ के
But it's listen, when you're
अनि
going out,
त्यसपछि
keep
19
looking up
तारिक
on the
20
clock and you're
तारिकमा
seeing the minutes start to evaporate. It's
जोड चाहिँ नि एउटै हो कि
human
तर
nature to start to backpedal onto the edge of your box. And they just gave Enzo Fernandez too much room there.
लामिन यामा
But boy, what a hit. You've still got a lot to do from that sort of range. And it's
मेस्सीले एक गोल हान्छ 9 गोल
Messi,
ए यस्तो अब त केही छैन
aerially under pressure again. And the referee,
के भयो
well, if you're an Argentina player, you know why
रेफ्री
you're
गोल
already
हाक्यो
onside.
रिटेललाई
But referee stopped him.
नौटङ्की बाज हैन यस्तो उस गर्दा नि
यो म्याच
के थियो हाम्रो प्लेयरहरू गएर किन कराएको हो थाहा हाम्रो प्लेयरको खुट्टामा बल थियो नि त क्लियर गोल स्कोरिङ अपर्च्युनिटीलाई रेफ्रीले रोकिदियो क्या
situation he has to blow a whistle.
किनभने अब अपर्च्युनिटी हुन्छ नि त गोल स्कोरिङ
त्यो रेफ्री
रेफ्री चेन्ज गरिदिन्छ
म के झाउने त्यो इजिप्टसँग हेरेको राम्रो थियो कि जसले जे भन्नु
There's a picture from an elderly Englishman which tells the story for all Englishmen and ladies.
आफ्नै जुदेर लागे
But to be honest, there's no
बलले लाग्यो
nothing there.
यतिकै लग्यो
बलले लागेर गर्दा कस्तो रोकिदिने हो र गेम
Well, he's not the first player that does that.
Why
Once
not?
it goes down, he gets the
भएन
game
भने
stopped.
त अघि त्यो बलले आफ्नो बलले उडेर आएको
अर्जेन्टिनाको खुट्टामा बल छ यार
सिक्सी बल दिँदा
Placement as well as power.
यो गोल मार्ने भनेको
सेलिब्रेसन गरेपछि अघि चलो
I mean, Jordan Pickford
Divock
has
Fernandes,
made
Diego
some
छैन।
incredible saves this
अघि
time.
गोल हानेको त बक्समा अरे
अघि
He's not getting that. Not getting anywhere near that one.
कस्तो क्युट देखेन एन्जो फर्नान्डेज वाह
Goals have come late. And a lot of them,
म अब स्पिड
all of them, not just the late ones, have come from outside the box.
पास त फेरि मेसी त्यहाँ हो नि त
जे भए पनि मेसी हुन्छ त्यो पनि त दुईटा हुन्छ नि
They are responding.
यस्तो हो कि सुरुमा त्यस्तो प्रेसर थिएन होइन
The leader of the
मेसी
game.
गोल स्कोरिङ फर्ममा थियो होइन अब एकदम प्रेसर आइसक्यो मेसीले नै क्रिएट गर्नुपर्छ अब त्यही भएर मेसीको असिस्ट नम्बर बढिरहेको क्या
Have got to weather this
मेसीलाई कस्तो भावना
continuing
दिन्छ
way
Harry
of
Kane.
them in blue.
हेरिकेन
9
They try
मिनट
and find the strength and the resources to get forward themselves.
मिनटमै गोल
Unbelievable
जान्छ
feel the
पारा
penalty
हानेको
for
5
them.
मिनट हुनु भन्दै
यिनीहरूको चाहिँ मजा आओस् न हामीले गोल चाहिँ नखाऊँ त्यही हो चाहना चाहिँ नेक्स्ट मैले भन्दै म टोइलेट गएर आएपछि हुन्छ के
And the chance of that Croatian goal was scored.
पानी खा पानी
टोइलेटमा गएर मैले नराम्रो गर्दा सबै यो इच्छामा जाओस् अनि गोल हान्नुहोस् भन्छु के
In the game, the first
अनि
game they
क्रस गरेर
played
आउँछु
in
अनि
Dallas.
उयसमा गोल हान्दिन हानु एन्जो फर्नान्डेजले
Scoring away to the right of Jordan Pickford.
Messi.
Here's Messi. Spence trying to get it away. Kane trying to get it away. We're into 9 added minutes, incidentally.
नाइस
केही भएन केही भएन
Argentina will feel that this is their time.
Yeah, they'll want to try and get it done before extra time.
खान
England will be
सुत्दिन तिमी
desperate to get to that next 30 minutes if necessary, but right now the team that with all the momentum, the team in possession.
ड्याङ म्याच दुई गोल हान्दिन
अरू
त्यसको
जति
प्रेडिक्सन
लाग्छ।
पुरा हुन्छ के
म्याकालिस्टर यार
जे भने हामी त्यो गर्ने
आस्ति लाग्यो क्या मिठो ए मेसी
Messi.
नौतारोले त मन जितिसक्यो मन जितिसक्यो
लौटारो इन्डिया भाइ के अरे एन्जो एन्जो
फेरि मेसीले एसिस्ट गरेर
Haven't stopped the
जे भने हामी
supply.
त दुईटा भयो
They haven't dealt with the pen in the box.
They just can't stop him, Martin.
चार हुन्छ क्या हो चार हुन्छ क्या हो
Backs and
आमा किन त हुन्छ कि मेरो प्रेडिक्सन पुरा हुन्छ
so
कि
lucky there, McAllister. And then when it comes out wide, it's Messi.
Oh
And
my
you're all
God.
expecting him to chop onto the left
It's
foot.
Messi,
Instead, he goes down the
no.
line on the right, stands up a beautiful
Yes,
goal.
यस्तो मलाई
लौतारो
It's in the
Two
box.
assists
आइरहेको
Two assists from the GOAT Enzo Fernandez and Lautaro Martinez on the score sheet. Vamos! Nepal! Woo! Nepal!
यार नेपाल कति गानी खोजी नेपालीहरु
ए भगवान के गरेको तिमीले यस्तो यस्तो नगर न भगवान अब मेसीको एक गोल द्याट्स इट
त्यसपछि हामीलाई के चाहिएन
Vamos!
अझै के भुक्दै हाँस्छ
हामीलाई
मक्कली रवि लैजा
इन्डिया पनि सुनको
Gets going. Throw all the cliches at it you like.
कालको सबै झ्याम
Checks on the time. England now. The one thing you
Lautaro.
from England's point of view is
लौतारोले त लास्ट मिनिटमा यस्तो खतरा खतरा गोल हान्छ के
ओए स्टिभन मगर लाउटर डजन 22 किङ म 24 दिन्छु मन पर्दै यस्तै कुरा
Rodrigo before there, Martin, getting a yellow card. Whether that was for just delaying the restart or
किनभने
short.
any delay. The referee,
Yes.
who I must say,
आफै
is,
पनि नहुन्छ
I think got through that first 20 minutes.
Yes.
How he did that, I don't know. But he's
खाइस अब प्रेसर खाइस
game has gone on.
अब प्रेसर खाइस 5 मिनेटमा 2 गोल हाल्नु पनि प्रेसर खाइस
जुट बेलिङगम साना जुट बेलिङगम
There are a
अनि
few
हेरी गेम
shift defenders.
लादे लडाथिस अब लड के हुन बाबु लडाथिस नि
कस्तो आनन्द आएको 2-1 देख्दा
Right in towards Emi Martinez.
लास्ट टाइम जहिले बबल बबल
लास्ट माग्यो के आमा 1 मिनेट लौतारो त
Do not rule out
हम चाहिँ बारेन
an England goal. Do not despair, England fans.
उडाइदे उडाइदे
Fans will
अब
want to
चाहिँ बारेन के
अघि नि
England
एउटा
should stop the balls coming into the box. So Ivan Toney, the trend coming around with England.
मजाले छ
2 गोल भइसक्यो हाम्रो बलबल बबल के हाल्नु दामी
Become got nowhere near.
लास्ट मोमेन्ट त डेन्जर खेल्छ के
सधैँ के
डेन्जर के
चुप न हाम्रो साइडमा बल हाक्यो ना नकरा थियो Yet another final for the GOAT. Is it really happening?
Liverpool marshalling the troops.
Is it really happening, guys?
दिपलले पनि पायो
You feel Argentina.
बाल भएन के भयो त
Tony on all again.
फाइनलमा त खेल्न म त जे पाएँ नि
Stones has come off.
रासफोर्ड आयो यार फेरि अर्को बार्साको
Well, Thomas Tuchel
मैले
has
बार्सा
picked a
भन्दा
team
नि
for this
हामीलाई
tournament, and he said special forces really, and this is a special
भन्छ
forces
अरूले
moment
जित्छु
for
चाहिँ
Ivan Toney,
भोलि
होइन बसेको अर्को बाली भन्नु
नेक्स्ट गेममा
who's the only other England player
Final,
scored in this World Cup apart from
के
Benjamin
भन्छ अरूले
against
होइन
Croatia.
अर्जेन्टिना जित्यो भने त दामी हुन्छ क्या दामी हुन्छ
And it's
त्यो
coming
11 नम्बरले आउने त्यो गोल हान्न नि
not
सक्छ
very well.
ह्याचु गर्नु दाइ कसो
कस्तो सुड्डा सुड्डी हो ए के अरे सुड्डा र खिटी
तरुनी
Might be broken for those the England sections of the ground. This football is so much about late goals.
केही छैन मजाले एक गोल हान्दै
International tournaments.
मेसीले एक गोल हान्ने म स्वर्ग तर्छु
So much.
केही छैन अनि त्यसपछि मेसी अनि मेरो प्रेडिक्सन नि पुरा हुन्छ
उडाइदियो
उडाइदियो वा उडाइदिने हो कि बाबु
Trick by Rodgers.
सिक्दा चले फेरि हाल्नु
But
त्यहाँ
doesn't reach a whole pack of them beyond.
उ त्यो रास रासबाट के हो त्यही होइन र हो चिन्छु मैले
आफ्नै गोल पोस्टमा पोस्ट हान्दैन
Tried to
गोल
supply
हान्दैन
this time. With a good angle on it towards
त्यो
Kane.
दुनियाँले जित्यो
उडाइ ओ नाइस
Played by Alvarez.
अब त सक्दैन
अरू प्रिय त यहाँबाट पनि त्यहाँ बस्नु
अब
पर्यो।
त सक्दैन अब त डिफेन्ड गरेन है
Jordan Pickford here, he's going to look for Dan Burn on that diagonal probably again.
2 मिनेट
Martinez, Burn goes down, referee saying nothing to do with that. Maybe not with that either.
यसको हेयरस्टाइल खतरा नि
It's a little bit desperate from Dan.
सब
Burn in the
म
circumstances.
एक दिन जान्ने हो
Again.
अरू बिगाडे हुन्छ होला नि त्यहाँको जो मेसी हुनु
Nice.
के हो तिम्रो एन्जो फर्नान्डेस त हुन्छ नि त
जाने हो त नेपाल त जाने नै हो।
सक्दैन अब
From Argentina.
कसरी.
नेपालहरूको चाहिँ टिचाकै बिचारे एउटा एक्लै आएको थियो।
उडा जे गर्ने गर अब
You
त
talk about late goals, they've scored plenty of them in this tournament.
पिपल
The ball wasn't the best ball, I don't think.
Just go down the line with that there. You got the ball. Player of
No,
his
no, no, no,
experience.
no.
Gave the ball away cheaply.
म त बल हुनु
One more. Messi.
Up to
Moment.
8 added minutes.
One more minute.
Maybe one last chance for England to get some sort of decent delivery from a wide area.
नाइस नाइस
Great header.
Nice,
Back
Danny.
at Argentina again.
बसा
ए राशफोर्ड यस्तो नखेल न नखेल रस
Very well. They've kept it in play.
Rodrigo de Paul, Rodrigo de Paul, Rodrigo de Paul,
मेसी मेसी
Who better?
Messi,
Who better?
Messi,
किनभने त आस्तै हुन्छ
अंकल मेसी
Alvarez.
It's there again.
ओए म्याच सला बेलिङगम
ला खाइ बिसमा साला
Argentina
नकाल्दिरा ओइ ओइ
to the
ओइ
final.
के हो र पिर्दिम यसलाई
Well, this is how it started.
लास्ट यो
फेरि
सिको लास्ट
एरिया देन काट्दिन
ओइ हैन हो त्यो बाजेको ओइ कस्तरी
15 to take a number from those
खाते डायो टाइम
potential
Top 20.
fracas. We haven't had too much. But
नो सपोज
now England know the game is
लास्ट
almost
लास्ट
up.
प्ले हुन्छ कि
It wasn't ever in the palm of their hand, Andy, was it?
No, not at all.
हेर्नु उ साले
Bellingham's absolutely entitled to go
No
for
ball
that.
something.
It's a foul. Of course, all the little fracas afterwards just gives
ठ्याक्कै
Argentina
टेन
a chance to
सकिन्छ
get
गेममा
back. That's why
Last
that
minute.
happens. But
लास्ट प्ले हो
some
कि
of their football
लास्ट प्ले
is tremendous when they were one down.
अर्जेन्टिना फेरि फाइनलमा वाट
नाइस
अर्जेन्टिना फेरि फाइनलमा
Real time for England to take the throw.
लो लास्ट एक बाई मेसी
हेर मेसीले कस्तो
एक
कस्तो प्रेस हानेको यार
He's going to blow yet.
साला
He's going to try and
एक मेसी वन बाई मेसी एक मेसी
real trouble here, except
के हुन्न आइरन
एक
चाहिँ
गोल बाई
Messi
मेसी
has the bigger picture
एक
in
गोल
mind.
बाई मेसी त्यसपछि मेरो प्रेडिक्सन मिल्यो के गरे ओए ल लडाइदियो खाद्यो जे गर्दा नि लडाइदियो
Didn't go out.
सकेन र भने
Back to
कस्तो ऊ खेलेको
Martinez.
सकाइदिनु हुँदैन अब त भने
अब सकिन्छ कि नानी
म
लास्ट
के
उनीहरूलाई
पैसा
So
Lautaro.
Lautaro,
के को चाहन्छु नि यहाँलाई के को चाहन्छु नि यहाँलाई
when the final whistle goes,
Wait,
the best
wait,
thing
near,
to
near,
watch
near.
up towards
नाइस
Argentina saved by the
सिक्किम
final
जान
whistle. The
अब त
referee
भ्यायो
hasn't done it.
नौ दिन सुत्न सक्यो
भ्यायो अब त जित्यो अर्जेन्टिनाले
लप्सन आएर पो जिते यार
जर्सी देखाइदेऊ न
ओके चाके धेरै आएर सुत्यो जा सुत्नलाई बिहान आगोसम्म सुत्छ
Backward Pickford, one last long ball. Doesn't get any more dramatic than this. World Cup semi-final. Dan Burn coming in for it. Martinez hasn't got it.
सक्यो
And that's all that Argentina need.
Everybody at the Argentina bench,
Sakura.
everybody waving
लास्ट
their hands in the
लास्ट
air.
आउट अन्त
कस्तो लास्ट आउट गरेर अनि झन् नि
एकचोटि आउनु भने चाहिँ गयो
आउँछ नि के एकचोटि ठोक्नु
They're only trying to ensure nothing untoward happens. Dugout behaviour under scrutiny like everything else.
लौतारको कस्तो गुरुङ मगर जस्तै
Then Rose planted in the header. Yet another Messi assist.
इन्डो भन्ने प्योर गुरुङ देख्छ
We're into the 12th added minute. And Argentina, the world champions.
Vamos! Vamos, Leo! Come on, Leo!
सक्यो
2018.
अब फाइनल स्पेनसँग
त्यहाँ हेर्नु फेभरेट हो
ओ माय गॉड
Equalised here.
एन्जो फर्नान्डेज
A lovely goal from Anthony Gordon.
सिरोङको
लिजान्ड्रो
Enzo Fernandez hammered in the
सक्यो
equaliser.
है 2-1
There's
अब
into a
लाग्यो
long
अब
period of added time. Lautaro Martinez.
मेथीला स्पेनको
The
गेम
magic
अब
moment
फाइनलमा
that mattered.
जित्यो भने त्यो वर्ल्ड कप च्याम्पियन
They'll play again for the bronze
साढे
medal.
स्टार है
But Argentina will play Spain.
भामोस
New York, New Jersey on
भामा
Sunday.
भन्दै नै
And the great man.
आज नै
That's
पर्छ
another great game in prospect. Andy Townsend.
What a game.
सक्छ त सक्दैन
Martin, what a pleasure to sit here
हेर्नु भिडियो
in
खिचिरहेको
this stadium, in this noise, in this colour, in this atmosphere and see a game
Oh,
like that.
Lautaro.
It had everything. It was edgy.
बेलिङगम
it
साला
was-
बेलिङगम खाते
It was
Koti
niggly
aku
at the
koti
start of the
ini
game,
risu
but
udah
now
ada
at the end of the game, look, there's
अघिना कस्तो
still
लडाइदिएको
कि पनि दामी आयो
मार्टिनेज मार्टिनेज
some game. England getting in front, not long left.
गाई यस्तो
I love you, Anthony Gordon.
Do what
Barca
they've
भयो?
done in this competition.
Barca final.
He sorted it out.
Yeah. When it matters, they change it up, and they've got another gear. When they're controlling the game, they run their
Messi,
they don't look quite as
Messi.
effective. When they are chasing, and their backs are up against the wall, boy, do they ever
आफै
come
जाने
up
सक्दिनँ
with some strong football, some really, really progressive stuff. And they've scored 2 goals. And on the face of it, they deserve their victory today. That is, as you quite rightly said, Martin, that is what champions are all about.
They could have been cast as yesterday's men. Now they could be Sunday's star. Yet again in the final.
Here is Stones, nice.
Guys,
यिनीहरूले सुरुमा एक गोल हान्नु
they
कस्तो
are
भएको
in the
थियो
mix when it comes to going for
दुईचोटि
trophies.
चाहिँ यिनीहरूले क्या सेलिब्रेट गरिराखेको छ
गोल गोलले हान्ने नि
The game under
के
their
अब चाहिँ
control,
सम्झिन
England
आउँछ
lead the
नम्बर
trophy.
हाले यस्तो फेरि
Brilliant
It's
goal
okay.
came 2.5 minutes after England had
हेर्नु
scored.
यसको अनुहार साला बनाउनु
They've given absolutely everything.
Oh, भाउजू दर्शन
Argentina still have everything to play for.
झाके
England
तेरे
won.
भाइ यात्रा इस्टर्न वर्सेस अर्जेन्टिना कस्तो हुन्छ धमाकादार हुन्छ एक बोल के
Football is so startling.
David Beckham, I'm so sorry.
कस्तो हाँसेको नि अघि
She played.
कस्तो हाँसेको
It
कि
still catches you out. It catches your breath.
कस्तो दाइ यस्तो
अरे यो नगर्ने रहेछ घरै लैजा त्यो
It can particularly catch you out in World Cup football when you can almost see the finishing
Woo!
line. When the finishing tape isn't very far away, you
कति
think you're
रमाइलो
there,
भएको
but you're never quite there.
कसम तर सुरुमा त आश मानिसकेन नि त
Particularly with
80
some of the
87
quality
तर
of
लास्ट
the
मिनेटमा त यिनीहरू कमब्याक
Sai, what is this? What is this? Yet another final
made, Martin.
for Leo Messi. के भएको यो? के भएको प्रिया? प्रिया तिम्रो फेभरेट प्लेयर
Nico Gonzalez down the
Who
left
lost
side.
on goal?
All of a sudden they had an added dimension to their
Lautaro.
play. They just needed to get
What
back in
is
the game.
this, yaar? What is this?
What a strike.
Best
म त कराउन नि सकेको छैन बुझ्छ के भयो के भयो म कराउन नि सकेको छैन
बाबाले त के भन्छ बाबा
And
भनेर
that wasn't just 2 out of the blue goals. They hit the post. McAllister hit the post twice.
Correct. Oh yeah, look, they were very close to going level before they actually did. But it's amazing. It's amazing what they do.
there's no
अब
one
फाइनल
This
मा
Argentina team when they're
स्पेन
up
वर्सेस
against it, how they
अर्जेन्टिना
can
जित्छ
just find what's required. It is quite astonishing.
जित्छ क्या अर्जेन्टिनाले सिङ्गल वर्ल्ड
You can't even feel looking at this tribe. Another turnaround tribe, so it's not unique, but it feels very special being in the semi-final. You could see that on the faces of the players. How the final itself could almost be an anticlimax. This has been worthy of a final.
Yes. No.
त्यसको कति प्राण हुन्छ है
And I don't think England quite got, as you say, up to their absolute max, but boy, they weren't far away from getting into a final. They were very, very close.
मैले सबै
Extremely close. I think tactically,
हामी
you
नेपालको
see
भाइ
tears on those terraces. You can understand them.
त्यसो भएर
Tactically,
के
Tuchel
के नि के
got a lot right. But maybe he thought he was just going to see it out and get over the line. And as soon as Argentina equalised, it looked like then that England were going to struggle to hang on.
They refused to be beaten.
बेलिङगम आउँछ गर्छ
जुड
के
बेलिङगम
And England,
हेरी केन
having got the lead and the potential to add to it, couldn't cope actually with the balls into the
Enzo
box. They couldn't set up
Fernandez.
those kind of counter-attacks. that
Enzo
actually got them the goal in
Fernandez.
the first place. They were pinned back,
सबै राम्रो
and in the end,
निस्ताले
they
खेल्छ
just
हातमा त
couldn't keep the world champions out. The Messi story goes on. It's another chapter here. And they've got our own players.
Yes, they did.
Rodrigo de Paul, what a baby.
And they, do you know, Rodrigo de Paul did
Sorry people.
playing centrally, and Montiel, as I mentioned, down the right. Otamendi at the back. You always know he'll put his head on anything.
जर्सी नम्बर 8 मा गइसकेको छ 8 अनि 17
Well, it'll take some time to the dust settle on this one.
ब्युनस आइरेस अर्जेन्टिनाको क्यापिटल सिटी
South America, where they've done the continent proud as well as themselves,
उयो
but
आमा
that's for
कति
sure.
मान्छे क्राउड
It won't look like
यति के हो र भनेको
it's
कि
going to be a European final.
फेरि वर्ल्ड कप है
In their soul,
अनि 40
when it comes to
सेकेन्ड
football.
प्रशंसाले पनि त्यही क्या अब 40 लोडिङ
Well, the hurt goes on, but it shouldn't be hurt. It should be pride.
लौतारो
Of course,
सबैको बिहा भइसक्यो
they've shown themselves
Wait, oh.
when their backs were up against it against
बब्बा
Mexico.
उइन जहिले यस्तो नाच्छ नि
Stand tall and stand very strong. They should be extremely proud of their
Missing out
efforts.
on
They
that.
went.
Missing
They
out.
took the world champions
Still, I
extremely
can't ask
close.
me about-
Couldn't have took them any closer.
एन्थनी गोर्डन आई फिल
हेर्न
यु
बेसी हो
आज बित्तिकै
Well, they're not the best
निस्पासले
dancers.
त
They're
भन्छ अनि
dancing
तपाईँको
it better, I think.
तसो र फ्रान्सले हार्छ
They've
फ्रान्सले
got cause to
हार्छ
dance.
Vietnam,
Germany's had a wonderful tournament. They've still got another game to play, of course. They will play France now in the bronze medal game.
इङ्ल्यान्ड भर्सेस फ्रान्समा चाहिँ इङ्ल्यान्डले जित्यो
Guess who's got the superior player of the match by the sponsors here?
नराउन
It's
त
up on the big screen.
ओ वेट काला बाउन के रे यसको नाम
रुद्रे
This typical squad.
रुद्र छ्या
You can
कपालले मन पर्दैन
यो कम त यो नि अघि एकछिन त यस्तो भयो होइन सुरु सुरुमा त
And I think the reason why he gets
ठ्याक्कै 3 बजे सुरु
टिबु
most decisive
एमिलियानो मार्टिनेज डिबु मार्टिनेज पनि भन्छ क्या
in those decisive moments, the crosses in
अब
the
यसमा
box, the assist, if it's not the goal.
यो देखेर मलाई छुटेको
You
4
never
नम्बर
get to
हेर्यो
the first 30 minutes of the game.
त्यसको बुढी क्या मोटी
Lionel
खेल्ने
Messi, but
डन लुक ब्याक
when something has to happen, when you're looking for someone to produce something special, it's always him.
यिनीहरूको नि एउटा तारा छ है
And what is so
So-
engaging about this?
एउटा ताराले पुगिहाल्छ 4 तारा खन्दैन नि
It's held microphones
You're not
through
allowed to
this, 2 hours of
कि स्पेनमा 2टा तारा हुन्छ कि अर्जेन्टिनामा 4वटा तारा हुन्छ वाट इज दिस या
जसरी नि हामीले सिनेर
football match. Yeah, there was a little skirmish at
तर
the start, was
त्यसमा
right.
चाहिँ
But it was
अरू
won by
नै हुन्छ कि
football.
Correct.
स्टार त
Yes, he was.
Football is the winner.
अर्जेन्टिनालाई जित्छ मलाई थाहा
जित्छौ
मेस्सी आई लभ यु म्यान मेस्सीको अब हामीले लास्ट गेम हेर्छौँ यार वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल
That's
यार
riveting pulsating football. It really is at its best. It doesn't always have to be the beautiful stuff either. Football can be so exciting to watch and such an ordeal for fans watching it all around the world. If it's played like we just saw it, with 100% guts and commitment from both sets of players.
त्यसमा
Not
किन
now,
आउनु
but in the future, but very lucky they haven't played Messi before.
Very true.
लडा गर्थे सुरुको गेममा त 60 मिनेटमा हुँदा त तिमीहरू खुसी भएको थियो
एम्बापेले जित्छ जस्तो गोल्डन बुट
त्यस्तो नभन्नु न
ए किन
थर्ड प्लेसमा अलिक गेम लुज हुन्छ फाइनलमा कहाँ त्यस्तो टाइट गेममा हालेको
One or two new ones.
कस्तो टाइट हो र
स्पेन कस्तो कडा छ
अस्ति फ्रान्सलाई त फ्रान्स भनेको सबसे वर्ल्ड कपको सबसे खतरा टिम भन्थ्यो भाग फ्रान्सलाई चोकेर
जो जित्यो बोल्दा बाह्र त जज पाएर
Well, they are from Argentina. We've been at games where this is the third Argentina game we've been at. And we've been a lot of adopted supporters from locally, I think. But when the big games come around, the big exodus from Buenos Aires happens.
Yeah. Not sure there's a team that's been better supported, just in terms of numbers, than Argentina.
नेपालबाट आएको थियो
And the England fans, a lot of them staying to honour their
त्यो अघिको नेपालवालाको अब फेसबुकमा
heroes.
भोलि आउँछ
Maybe fallen heroes in the
नेपालवाला
last
मात्रै गएर
today, but definitely heroes from the ride that they've given the supporters all across the US and down into Mexico, of course, which will live long in the
ल्यान्ड
memory.
गर्नु कस्तो नराम्रो
The come from behind victory there. But this was one where they led and they lost. And that's a drum that wasn't.
तेरे में चीज़ डाल रही है क्या?
You won't want to be in the
यो
next
अरे
hotel
हाँ,
room. would you?
चला ले आ रही है
And of course, there'll be some bragging rights when Manchester United's Sandro Martinez gets back to club football.
यसले दाइ आफ्नो स्वर्गमा
Heading off to
ग्रान्ड
Spain,
मदरको
who might
लागि
be World Cup winners, you know. What a tournament he's had. They can't take it in, really.
Oh, look, they know how close they were again for their dream to be shattered. They were close. They were one down up against the lead, looking dangerous. They had to dig remarkably deep. Don't forget, the domestic seasons for these players has long gone, but these World Cups, they're not easy to get to this sort of stage and keep finding the energy required as that Argentina group of players given 20 minutes left. Had to find something from the gods, and once more they did.
Oh, from a football god himself.
Football god himself.
These are raw
Yes,
places.
football god himself.
Anyone who's played football knows it can take you to places that very few other things can. And to win at this level, in this way, it's almost indescribable. But what we have is wonderful pictures from our camera crew showing you the emotion. It doesn't need extra words from Andy and myself. Just look at them.
Football god himself. एउटा हातमा वर्ल्ड कप अर्को हातमा गोल्डन बुट
That's not 20 television, no?
I just think the Spain players will be thinking, well, let them celebrate. Let them keep celebrating like this. But there's nothing more thrilling feeling than winning.
गोल जाने
त्यहाँ माथि उचाल्न लाग्यो कि त्यस्तै उचाल्न लाग्यो मारेन
Messi, of course, most of his life in Spain.
Yes, great game in prospect, Martin. That
Absolutely.
great game in prospect. Such a clever, brilliantly structured and organised team with a real ability to keep
छोरा आदियो
shut the back door as well as score goals.
अब बल्ल कस्तो आनन्द निन्द लाग्ने भयो आहा
Being in a
मलाई त
castle.
निद लाग्दैन
माई गॉड
अब तो बोली जब मैं कहीं याद मारी मुझे ये सोच बस नहीं
Argentina
मलाई साथीहरूले क्या सरापी थियो कि
have been
तिमीले
amazing.
मासु खायो भने जित्यो न त जित्दैन अरे देखिस्
मैचिंग नाम मैचिंग
Be on the receiving end. They can say they were here, even when you will say we were here. I mean, we're neutral, and it's just a privilege to be here. And it's World Cups take so much organised. They always attract criticism. But they
कि पंचायती को खाई बंद आवाज में कि और के
and
देश
they
के लिए
bring the world
खाई
together. Even England and Argentina have got closer together. There's a bond from this game, I'm sure. Well, I hope I'm sure.
No, I think you will be right, Martin. I'm sure you will. Look, I've seen England fans still staying there now, applauding the Argentina players out there on the field. It's been that sort of day.
Well, it feels like we played extra time. They will feel like played extra time. But you don't want to leave the pitch when something happens like this.
अब फसाद पऱ्यो यार एउटालाई हारेको कसरी हेर्ने यार
Between this huge section of Argentina support,
जिन जिन नो जिन सिखाए
this
नहीं
huge collection of wonderfully talented Argentina players and committed.
लामी के मन फेवरेट हो गया मेरा
लामिन यामालले फेभरेट हो तर लामिन यामाभन्दा 1-2% बढी त मिसिनै हो
मगर इन
With retaining the trophy, remember, only Brazil and Italy have ever done that, and that's a long time ago. In a modern day sense, it would be an amazing achievement.
Maradona.
Passed down the generations. He can't stop smiling.
अझै भन्नुभएको नि मेसी उठाएर कस्तो खानेर त्यो कति कक्षामा हो कति भयो कत्रो भयो भन्नुहुन्छ
12 वर्ष भयो
I think he's letting the most energetic celebrations of the younger
त्यो
players
किपर हो
suddenly realise he's got a final to play. Sandro Martinez beats the drum
बुम बुम
with, of course, the number 10 on it.
तर अहिलेको यो सिस्टम मलाई यस्तो दामी लाग्यो कि पहिला पहिला गेम सकिने बित्तिकै एडहरू आएर सकिदिन्थ्यो कि अहिले पुरै सेलिब्रेसनहरू पनि देखाएको कि
Shivani Lo Celso
पानी खाएको नि देखाउँछ
bare-chested there, scored that one from free kick
यो
against
फेरि
Jordan,
त्यही कुरा आउँदै गयो
injured.
के भन्छ हामी
Maybe those blue shirts, solid blue, worked again.
Yeah. Certainly did today, Martin.
They asked to wear them.
Yeah. They made it work, didn't they?
दुईटै गोललाई मेसीले एसिस्ट हैन
Today, Martin, as well, didn't they? Not only Messi, obviously, against the superior player of the match, Romero's defensive work was excellent.
जहिले भाग्दैन
Enzo, who we thought England might exploit defensively, so they couldn't deal with their own defence.
It was absolutely terrific. Tagliafico in that left back position.
मलाई मुस्लिम गोल
मेसी आयो मेसी आउँछ भनेर
Alexis
Yeah.
McAllister could have had a couple of goals.
That's it.
Very, very close to scoring
पोर्चुगल
twice.
अहिलेसम्म फाइनल गएन कि
Paredes, Leandro Paredes,
अब यहाँ
again,
सेमी
very
फाइनलसम्म
good.
अस्तिको कतिवटा म्याचमा त आइपुगेन हामी
होइन कि अब त्यो 6 वटा रोनाल्डोले 6 वटा वर्ल्ड कप खेल्यो भने त एउटामा नि गएन नि त त्यो
त्यसको
भनेर
फेरि त्यस्तै
Remember that
यो पनि मेसी यो पनि मेसी
फ्यानहरू फेरि त्यस्तै भुक्छ फेरि है त्यो है ठुलै प्लेयर्स
बुक्छ भने कुकुर देखाइदियो
Alvarez took his place.
अस्ति अङ्स बल्ल पो फोनमा हाल्यो
अघि बोल्न है सबै लाग्यो मलाई ढुक्क आनन्द भयो
हामीले कुरा निकालेर कि त एउटा
भोलि गएर यस्तो गर्छु मैले
They've had
फाइनल
Serie A season.
इन्स्टाको नोट लेख्न
अङ्स त मोबाइल क्या ओ ढोकाको
No
गर्नु
one's
पर्छ
going
अहिले
home.
ओइ कस्तो भगाएर हान्नु पुग्यो ओइ कसम भनेको लास्टमा
यिनीहरूले खत्रै कम्ब्याक हुन्छ क्लासमा चाहिँ खत्रै हान्छ खत्रै हान्छ
कमन इङ्ल्यान्ड
योभन्दा अगाडि कस्तो थियो त 70-80 मिनटसम्म खेल्थ्यो लास्टमा 10 मिनटमा बोलाइदियो
Said it was
नेदरल्यान्डसँग
तर अहिलेको पालि चाहिँ खत्रै खेलेको कि एउटा
होइन योचोटि चाहिँ सुरुमा 70-80 मिनटसम्म हावा खेले त्यसपछि यो 10 मिनट चाहिँ खेल्यो अर्जेन्टिनालाई के अरे ल अब हामी डिफेन्ड गर्छौँ भनेर लास्टको 10 मिनट अब डिफेन्ड गरेर बस्छौँ भनेर सक्दैन कि तर नि मेसीले बल निकालिदिइहाल्छ केटाहरूले हेडिङ हानिदियो
एउटाले तिमीहरूलाई अर्जेन्टिनाले जित्नलाई पेनाल्टी चाहिन्छ अहिलेसम्म
पेनाल्टी
पेनाल्टी
चाहिएको होइन क्या कस्तो रोनाल्डो कम त भन्छ
yeah, Ronaldo's got plenty more World Cups.
रोनाल्डोले नै भनेको
रोनाल्डोको फ्यानहरूले के
उनीहरू फ्री किक हान्न सक्दैन पेनाल्टीको कुरा गर्छ कि
Was Messi
अनि उनीहरूको गोल त सुई पसेको गोलले
Something perfect, Martin, and it's
यो हान्न
Lautaro Martinez just to climb and just put his head on it.
यो हान्दा पनि एन्जोले हान्दा चाहिँ बगाल
Back of
लाग्यो
it. Just the most sublime delivery.
हस्पिटल हान्दा
के हो
यो के अरे इन्टरनेसनल टुर्नामेन्टमा त्यस्तो चम्किन पाएन नि त लौतारो मार्टिनेज
He's got his medal from 2022, but
एक गोल पनि हानेन 2020 गोल
talking about
नेपाली त तर यो लौतारोले बबाल खेले है
पहिले
त्यो सुपर सब बाहा
लौ तर पहिले बोलाउनु पर्ने कि सुरु
होइन पहिले बोलाउनु नि
किन
to have
जब गोल चाहिन्छ तब लास्टमा बोलाउने हो कि
nationality to win the World Cup.
उनीहरूले बोलाउने कि त्यसले फिकाएर बोलाइन्छ
Either be Luis Fuente or Lionel
एक्स्ट्रा मिनेटसँग पुगोस् के त्यो स्पेन भर्सेस अर्जेन्टिना
Good changes Scaloni made today. Really good changes.
Extra
Maybe
minutes on
they're
all of us.
quite obvious in some ways, but
हामीलाई पो गेम अझै हेर्न मन लाग्छ भनेर 2 घन्टा नि हेर्छौँ अन्त
had to do it.
उनीहरू थाक्ने मान्छे मलाई अरूभन्दा पनि मेस्सीको माया लाग्छ नि
As if to get him on.
आएको एक लाख
Alexander Martinez was on the yellow card. Was
त्यो
so
दाँत कस्तो राम्रो यसको
मेरो होइन
सेम सेम हो त
यहाँ पनि गयो हजुर आइ पनि होइन
Oh, here we have
Team
got some
fights,
fancy
yeah.
things for you. Argentina finally getting a wrestle on possession and on the attempts at goal, which was very in short supply from both countries really in the first half. And the attempts on target, 5 were enough to get 2.
कति मौसम दिएको मात्र
So we
त्यो
know
मान्छे
the
एकदम
final.
झिगा झुलुम झुलुम
Now
लाग्यो
the bronze
So
medal
good.
game as well. But it's all eyes on that Spain versus Argentina.
स्पेन भर्सेस अर्जेन्टिना
यहाँजनालाई टिकट कति दिए नेपाली
फाइनलमा
New York,
होइन अहिले पनि अनि
or New
फाइनल
York, New
फाइनलमा
Jersey.
चाहिँ 60 लाख है कति
That's where the climax will take place.
टिकट
ए
जाम जाम त्यता जाम
60 लाखमा एउटा भयो
एकजनाको मात्र जान्छ छोरीहरू पनि जान्छ भने चारजनालाई चारजना आइफोन
There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
That's what they would recommend it. What a year, I
Don't like it, huh?
Just like, that's what. What a welcome, Bomba.
जाऊ तिमीहरू सुत्न ल
नानी यही सुत्ने मान्छे जाने
किन बनाउने एउटा दिनमा
के भन्छ होइन त्यसो म जान्दैछु
ल खुल्नु
2020
अघि त्योहरू लग्दैन खोलिदिने
हामीले अस्तिको डान्स गर्नु लाग्यो
त्यो होइन अर्कै डान्स गरौँ मेम्बर आउँदैन
पोर्चुगल अस्ति डिग माइले
अब है
नानु एकछिन आवाज सुन्नु 2014 को वर्ल्ड कप ओके अलि अगाडिबाटै स्टार्ट गरौँ 2006 को वर्ल्ड कपमा डेब्युट लस 2007 को कोपा अमेरिका फाइनल लस 2010 को वर्ल्ड कप लस 2011 को कोपा अमेरिका लस 2014 को वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल म्यारियो गेट्स सुपर म्यारियो लस केही छैन 2014 को फाइनल हार्यो केही भएन 15 मा अझै कोपा अमेरिका छ एउटा ट्रफी त जित्नुपर्छ देशको लागि 2015 कोपा अमेरिका फाइनल चिले केही भएन कोपा अमेरिकाको 100 वर्षको खुसियालीमा फेरि अर्को फाइनल के अरे कोपा अमेरिका हुँदैछ 2016 मा त्यति बेला जितोस् न त हिस्ट्री रिपिट्स अगेन चिली 2018 को वर्ल्ड कप arguably the last World Cup of the Lionel Messi in his prime, in his peak. France, Kylian Mbappe lost. 2019 को Copa America semi-final Brazil 2-0 loss. 2021 को Copa America finally Lionel Messi brought back the trophy home. Copa America is a small trophy, Mickey Mouse trophy, blah 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 blah. Euro is bigger than that. 2022 Finalissima. European champion Italy versus Copa America champion Argentina. 3-0. Copa America down, Finalissima down. Now, time for the big one. The 2022 FIFA World Cup. First game, lost to Saudi Arabia. First game, lost to Saudi Arabia. Argentina flop. They are not that competitive. Blah 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 blah. Where is Messi? Where is Argentina? One by one by one by one by one. After goals, after goals, goals after goals after goals, assist after assist after assist. France versus Argentina, 2022 FIFA World Cup final. Argentina beat the reigning champion France to become the world champ. Finally, the third star on the jersey. Okay, Lionel Messi won it all. Copa America, Finalissima, World Cup. Now what? Now he can retire. No. The 2024 Copa America. Final, Colombia versus Argentina. It's a very tight game. Lionel Messi got injured in the 60th minute, 63rd minute, I guess. And Lautaro Martinez happened. Lautaro Martinez happened. 2024 Copa America final. 2024. After winning it in 2021 already. They did it again. They did it again in 2024. Now what? The greatest international run in the football history is, I guess, Spain. Was Spain before Argentina, because they won the 2008 Euros, 2010 World Cup, 2012 Euros, 3 major international trophies in a row. Now, Argentina matched them. Then I was like, now Leo is going to retire. He's going to retire. No, it's impossible to play on that level in 2026. But the squad list came, and there was the number 10, Lionel Andres, greatest footballer of all time, Messi. Okay, you will help the team, but कहाँसम्म चाहिँ हेल्प गर्छ. First game, hat-trick. Second game, brace. Third game, goal. Fourth game, goal. Fifth game, goal and assist. Sixth game, assist, I guess. Now the seventh, the biggest challenge, England versus Argentina. I was like, okay, that was the last match of the Lionel Messi, the great Lionel Messi. That was it, because the very new signing of Barcelona, Anthony Gordon scored against Argentina. '80 80 minutes on the clock. The game was dead, completely dead. And then Lionel Messi, Lionel Messi picked the ball and gave that ball to Enzo Fernandez. Banger of a goal, Enzo Fernandez. I'll never forget you. I'll never forget that moment. Okay, 1-1 on the score line. 1-1 on the score sheet. Nine minute of additional time. It can go to extra time. And then Lionel Messi picks the ball and crosses inside the box. And Lautaro Martinez, the bull, headed that ball in the net. What a story. Yet another final. फेरि एउटा फाइनल. फेरि एउटा फाइनल. अर्जेन्टिना भर्सेस स्पेन फेरि एउटा फाइनल. फिनालिजीमा क्यान्सल भयो भनेर वर्ल्ड कप फाइनलमा भिडाइदिन खोजेको. ओके, गुड नाइट. Vamos Argentina, vamos Lionel Messi, vamos Enzo Fernandez, vamos Lautaro Martinez, vamos all the Warriors. Good night.